What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of Give Break Connection, where we give excellent assessment and reviews. And in this video, we're definitely got to talk about an idea for an X-Men live action television series. Now, X-Men are one of my favorite superhero teams of all times. I did like most of the films for the most part. In this video, I'm just going to sit here and just go down the list of some potential ideas for one. I would like to see the Xavier School sit here and actually be pretty cool and everything with some of the original cast of characters, like maybe Beast and Storm and Jean and Cyclops and possibly Bobby, aka Iceman. I would like to see those characters kind of be with there with Professor X teaching students and stuff. And I would like to see that this roster of characters end up expanding over time. Those characters, I think, are kind of like the brunt, but I would like to see new characters, perhaps 2 new characters to kind of be up in there. Perhaps have Cyclops, perhaps have Storm, Beast, have, I don't know, 2 new characters. I don't know, maybe Nightcrawler, maybe Psylocke or something like that. But I would like to see a small cast that over the course of the series end up growing more and more. Would I like to see direct incarnations of the characters? No. I would like to see a good incarnation of the character, where around it maybe have a little bit tweaked here with the backstory as well as the personality, but I would like to see them grow to be the characters that they are known to be. Like Cyclops is a leader and everything, but I would like to see him grow to be a leader. Maybe perhaps have him be like a teenager or something and end up growing, or maybe in his early 20s or something like that, and do the course of the series he ends up evolving as a leader. Like, I would think that would be pretty cool. As well as Storm. I would like Storm to either be like really young or something, but I think she would be better suited as an older character who's actually mastered her abilities, because she just has that very commanding and demanding presence, and I really like that about her character. I would also like to see a sequence where you have Jean maybe perhaps be young as well, and see how her and Xavier are sitting here trying to discover her powers, and I think that'll be an excellent way too. Should Wolverine be in this? I'm not sure. I would like his character to kind of be showing up later on in like another season or something, perhaps season 3 or 4, something like that, because X-Men does have a lot of characters, and even though Wolverine is best known for being in the X-Men and people like him being the X-Men, I would like to see him come later on after the X-Men are developed and not have him be the developing point for the X-Men. I would like to see other characters as well. Like, I would like to see Avalanche or something like that. I would like to see Toad. I would like to see those Pyro. I would like to see those characters kind of intermingle, or even potentially go to the same school. Like, that would be a great develop. That's one thing I did like about the movies, where Pyro wasn't really a bad guy at first, but he was at the school, and I would like to see that kind of for this series too. Perhaps even have Gambit be like a student. Perhaps have Gambit be like a runaway who's learning his abilities too and likes to gamble or something like that. Like, that would be a pretty cool. Even Rogue. Like, I would like to take Rogue's character from the movie and put her in the series, where she is a runaway. She goes here to try to figure out how to learn her battle powers, and that'd be like a great development arc. And even her relationship with Bobby in the film, I probably would like to transfer over into this show, which I think would be a great way of actually establishing the characters. I think those are my thoughts on who the characters should probably play as in their position in the series. As much as I am a fan of the X-Men series, I'm not like a collector of it. I haven't really been keeping up with the series like that. So I would like to see interesting stories. Like, I would like to see the Age of Apocalypse or something like that later on down the line, hopefully. I would also like to see, explore different events of the movies. Like, say, take the first movie and take Magneto's plan to do what he did, and actually take that and make that a series. Like, I think that would be a pretty interesting way with the story and everything. I would also like to see like the House of M story or something like that. Even if they don't use the original stories from the comics, I would like to see new stories, which I think would be pretty awesome. Like, if you ever seen the X-Men Legends story, like where they had to sit here and you had to find the Lava Girl, I cannot remember her name, but like, that was a pretty good story. Like, maybe one of the stories will probably like follow her or something like that, where they actually have to find this character. And I would like to see that each character has their own thing that they got going on, so that way you can kind of learn about their backstories, learn about their current lives and things like that, while all have to deal with overarching story, which I think would be a pretty amazing way of doing it. I know that I'm not really saying it right, but that's all right. Well, in terms of story, I just kind of think of like, I know it's a bit light and everything, and I'm just leaving it a bit open, but I think that'll be an interesting interesting way when it comes to the story. Because even though the series is focused on these characters learning how to master their abilities, will be challenges, and I think that'll be a great way of establishing that. Not only would they actually have to deal with other mutants, but also with like human adversaries, and I think that's the television series would be a great way of building up the tension when it comes to that. Now, I mean, as far as the seasons go, this is how I feel. Each season should have a different villain. That's one thing I would definitely like to see. Maybe the first will have Mystique be a villain, the antagonist of that. Maybe the next season have Magneto. Maybe the next season have Sabretooth. Maybe the next season have Mr. Sinister. Maybe the next season have Apocalypse. I would love for each season to have a central villain that it will focus around, who is doing what they doing towards the X-Men. The X-Men have to overcome them while dealing with other things, and I would love for them to be in that. So as far as the seasons, that's how I would think that they should go, because each season and each villain will also allow for either characters to be knocked off and new characters to be brought in, or an expansion of the roster of characters that are already in there. And I think that's a great way of actually fleshing out not only characters but stories as well, with the antagonists of each season being a different one, and perhaps maybe have a season or two where it be multiple antagonists sitting here antagonizing the good guys. Anyways, guys, that was just a quick video on what my thoughts are for X-Men live action television series. I definitely want to do a break of debates episode about what X-Men live action series would consist of, and I think it'd be great. But guys, in the comment section below, let me know your thoughts. In fact, I didn't cover casting because I haven't really been watching television shows like that lately, but who do you think that should be cast for certain roles? What characters you think should be played in, and what stories you think they should implement, and what villains you think they should focus on as well. Anyways, guys, remember, on Fridays, videos will be uploaded, so be sure to stay tuned. And until the next edition of Get Breaking Nation, and remember, it does get turning.